So today I have a couple of kids that are not feeling the greatest and stayed home from church. So today I'm going to go ahead and start working on my planner for the year. I'm using a Scribbles That Matter in the dotted A5. I had a Luke Term 1917 or whatever it is. The first year that I used it, I had one of these last year. I really love the paper in this. I love the extra little pictures on the outside. They're just super fun. And I do like that it has an uneven, what is it? There, I can split my pages in half without having to leave a one column empty in the middle, and I appreciate that, though some people seem to complain about that. So anyways, I'm going to start sketching this out and get started on it so I know what I'm doing this year. I'm just going to give you a quick flip through of my bullet journal. It's something else that I'm interested in besides knitting, and it does cross over. I have my key here with the symbols that I'll use on my dailies. I do color code for everyone. That way I don't have to write that Emma has a doctor's appointment, or Lizzie has Girl Scouts, or Isaac has speech. I can just put speech 10 a.m. in his color, and then I know which kid it is. And that's helpful for doctor's appointments. If I have two of them going in, I just write it in one kid's color and put a star with the other kid's color, so I know which two it's supposed to be, etc. School schedules I put in the orange, yada yada yada. And then I will have my index, but I have not filled that out. I have my level 10 here, and so I will put where I think I am in my level 10 in these boxes, and then update it throughout the year in each category. And then on this page I will put my creating focuses in this area on the second page once I get to that. Then this is my cleaning schedule. I have it broke down the 6 days a week that I'm cleaning and what I do for each week in particular. And then I have everyday chores, and then the January, the monthly focus, and then the monthly chores, so that I kind of have an overview that's easy to look at and keep me on track. We'll see how well that works. Then I decided to make both my Make 9 and my Finish 9 into spreads. So I have started filling these out with the name of the pattern, the yarn that I'm using. I can't remember what some of it is. This one I remember what it is, but I'm thinking about changing the actual color that I'm going to be using. Then I will, later on when I start it, I will put the start date like I have in my Finish 9, and the end date will be at the bottom. So that's what I have for those. Then I made this spread for our stash down, and you will see here that I have tallied up a few more skeins that I had forgotten about. This is my official beginning of the year number for how many skeins I have. So each month I'll be able to put how many I knit, how many I bought, if I sell or trade or anything, whether it's positive or negative, and then what my new total is, so I'll have a running total for the whole year. This page over here is where I'm going to list my foes, so I don't have to go through all my pictures, all my Ravelry pages, etc. To count them up at the end of the year like I did this year. And I am using tally marks to keep track of blanket squares and washcloths, and then I'll just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as I finish other things besides those. I have this as just a year at a glance, so I can be wherever July is. July will have triennium and synod school, and September, August this is when school starts, yada yada. So it's just easy to see all on one page. This will be my future log for 2020, just so if I start getting dates that I need to keep track of, that I can go ahead and jot those down. And then this starts my monthly. So this will be January. I left this blank spot so I can put washi tape up there, or if I want to draw or do some stickers or something that's themed. I do start my weeks on Monday because pretty much a lot of the work that we do starts from Monday and culminates on Sunday for church. So I feel that like it is a better way to start the week saying that it starts with Monday. And so I make a little line to kind of separate my week so I can keep track of them a little bit. And then over here, this will be like my to-dos for the week or for the month. I'll put my monthly focus of chores. So like in January, it's kitchen, and then like the monthly chores that need to be done so I can mark them off. Creating is where I will put everything that I am working on creative wise. It's usually a list of knitting projects, whether I finish them or not. If I worked on them, I put them here so that I can see that I am doing stuff. I have this stats box, which is where I'm going to weigh myself once a month as I'm making some dietary changes. I'm not going on a strict diet, but I am going to like try to give up my daily pop habit and kind of see where that gets me. So I will list that there, how many projects I finished, things like that, so that I just kind of have a snapshot of life. Shopping, things I need to get bought, and then things that I'm waiting for shipping, because quite honestly, we order a lot of stuff from Amazon or online because it's way easier than going an hour to try to find something and then maybe having to go to multiple places. But sometimes it's hard to keep track of what I still have coming, especially if it's not Prime. Usually when it's Prime, it's only, a few days, so you don't forget. But if it's a pre-order or something that's going to take longer, sometimes I'm like surprised when it shows up. And then I added a couple more pages because I'm not going to do separate pages like I have in the past. So on this one, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So that week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, I can list specific to-dos that are for that week. For instance, in January, since I have a class that starts tomorrow, I will put my assignments for each week in there, and that way I know that it's needs to be done that week. Also, like the first week in February is when I am supposed to put in my application for the substitute license, because it's supposed to be a month before the class ends. So I need to make sure that I remember to do it then, but there's, that type of stuff. And then I saved this page for reflection. So each month I'm going to have a list of what I'm savoring, watching, deciding, wanting, wearing, following, thinking, admiring, disliking, embracing, forgetting, feeling, eating, making, and loving, so that I can have another snapshot and reflection from each month. And I will just write in, what I am doing for that. And then I left a blank spot for some journaling if I would like to add favorite memories. But I've moved on and gotten all of my months down so I can at least start filling in appointments and things like that, meetings. But that is my bujo so far. I will add more stuff for the podcast and the yarn and all of that kind of thing later, but that's where I'm starting out, and I just wanted to share that with you. So I've worked just a bit on my secret test knit. I am to 4 inches and I need to get to 7. This is from Prairie Girl Designs, and Allison is keeping me company while I knit on it. However, Allison, you blink a lot, and this was the best paw shot I could get. And now I'm going to switch over to my brioche. And now the stable is down and the tree is dark. The star is still up because nobody remembered to turn it off today, and I'm not going to remind them because I kind of like seeing it. But God took down the stable earlier today. It was still up and the wind blew it over, and so I think that Mike took some of the stuff out. A lot of the lights got broken, but they did take the lights off the tree. Hello. So I was just going to hop on here and take a little bit more video before I start uploading this for tonight. Today is the 12th day of Christmas, and it is Epiphany, and Christmas is now officially over. I am currently sitting where our Christmas tree has been for the whole month, and the church has been de-decorated, and the stable is gone. The lights are off the big tree. Don't touch it. It might turn you into a ogre. Stop. Nope, don't. I just wanted to take some time to say that I really appreciate everyone who has watched Vlogmas and who left me comments and has communicated with me throughout this time. I really appreciate it. You've made me feel loved, and it has been very enjoyable. I was wanting to finish up my orange stripe on my brioche cowl before I finished out the Vlogmas, but it is going a lot slower than I was comfortable with, and I just wanted to go ahead and get this going, and so hopefully maybe it would even upload tonight. I don't really know what else to say. It has been fun and interesting. It will be weird not to just like record random stuff, though I'm starting to forget a little bit, like the last few days when I was with friends, but truthfully I think that was more not being burnt out on Vlogmas, but being so comfortable and happy with what was going on that I wasn't really thinking of other extraneous things. I am talking with Lofty Loops about a stash down, and that will be getting talked about soon, but I guess for now I'm going to sign off and finish this for the year of 2018 and see you again in December for another one. But lucky for you, now that Vlogmas is over, that now when you see me on YouTube, I will be wearing makeup and properly attired, and there maybe won't be quite so much baby chatter, whether that is your thing or not. I am not sure if I will do it this week or the next week, just because I feel like you've seen most of the stuff that I've been working on, so it's not a big thing. I don't have a lot to talk about. I'm sure that there are people who didn't watch Vlogmas, but I don't think that I'm going to pull everything back out that I finished, just if I'm still working on it or if I finish it between now and then. Anyway, all that to say, thank you very much for joining me this Christmas season, and I hope that yours was filled with joy and blessings and warmth, and that your year will be as well. Thank you so much for watching the Mama and Manse Vlogmas.